Have you ever found yourself having to teach something outside your comfort zone? Like, oh my gosh, I don't know anything about this outside your comfort zone. And you think, well, fake it till they make it, they say. Hi, I'm Alicia Tomlinson, owner and creator of One Less Thing, and today I'm going to tell you why fake it till you make it and bluffing your way is not the right approach to a class you've never taught before. See, I think it's a Murphy's Law, an unwritten rule, if you will, when you teach ag, that you're going to end up teaching something you know nothing about. You got a background in horticulture? Congratulations! Now you're teaching ag mechanics. I myself was an animal science major, which means, of course, I taught everything from landscape design to food science. My favorite, though, was one year where I ended up teaching welding. Here's the thing, though. I've never taught welding or welded a day in my life. I didn't know how. Plot twist, right? So after I got through my panic about it, and just thought, well, okay, fine, I'll fake it. I'll bluff my way through. I'll figure it out. My teaching partner said, look, Alicia, all you have to do is stay one day ahead of your students. That's it. So when the semester started, I was afraid it was going to be a disaster, but it wasn't. I started the class saying, look, y'all, I don't know anything about this, but it's okay. We're going to learn it together. Your struggles will be my struggles. And what turned out to be something that I was dreading ended up being really great. My students were super supportive, and I think I even gained a little bit of respect for being upfront and honest about my inexperience in the subject. The other thing I was scared about is I had one or two kids that I knew had a fair amount of skill in welding, and I was afraid that they wouldn't get anything out of the class or wouldn't respect me as a teacher. So I made them my unofficial teaching assistants, and I found that they got even more out of the class because they had to understand it well enough to tell their classmates why they were doing what they were doing or demonstrate things, and they wanted to get that deeper knowledge to better understand it. And I also think they enjoyed that position of authority, knowing how to do something and being able to help the rest of us with it. Now, I'll admit, I didn't always know every answer to every question. I had some pretty sharp kids in that class. But instead of trying to fake it or bluff my way through, I said, you know what? That's an excellent question. I'll find out more and get back to you tomorrow. And that worked out really well for all of us. I think my students found me to be more approachable or, just they were more comfortable asking questions because they knew I wasn't trying to pretend that I had all the answers. So if you ever find yourself with a class that you don't have experience in or you're nervous about teaching because you don't know very much about or it's just way outside your comfort zone, I hope you'll take it from the perspective of I'm just going to stay one day ahead of my students, I'm going to be a learner with them, and it's going to be better for that. If you think this has been helpful or encouraging to you in any way, I hope you'll join our monthly email list. There's a link in the description, or you can head on over to onelessthing.net and sign up there. And you never know, that class you're dreading teaching might turn out to be your new favorite.